Zoya looks like did a super chat. So, are you worried about stagnating member growth? I'm not at this point, Zoya. I'm really not. And here's why. Because support in other ways is great. Like, I've noticed over the last month, okay, super chats, okay, as well as tips are quite good. In fact, they've increased in the last month. I'll be honest with you. They did. I've noticed concretely with all the new releases and everything that came out, it was an increase. Everything on the channel has increased except members. And that includes viewership, engagement, the click-through rate, or whatever the fuck the stat, CRM, CTR, CDI, whatever the hell it's called, that YouTube gauges channel performance on. The channel's doing better. Like, everything on the channel is doing better right now in the last 30 to 45 days. And on top of that, other forms of support have been good too. The one thing that hasn't gone up is memberships. And as I told you guys, I can't make you become a member when YouTube won't put in the effort to put in better features for members. I've done the extent of what I can do. I wish I could do more. For example, some people have said, what about member exclusive content? I can't do it. Anything that I put behind a member's paywall, people could become a member and immediately just share it with the entire internet anyway. And my detractors said many years ago that if I ever did Patreon-only content or member, subscriber-only content, that's exactly what they would do. So I can't do early content or exclusive content for members because they would ruin it for me, okay? That immediately eliminates like 90% of what I could do for members, being honest. Now, some people have said, what about members-only game nights? Well, would that be cool? Yeah, for a small group of members. I mean, right now, I have 365 members. How many would want to do a members-only game night? 20, 30, right? But you're telling me to take away entire chunks of my streams for that when I'm already behind on so many game releases. You understand that that would be counterproductive. It would be like, so it benefits a very small group of people, but it screws over the very large group of people who just want more of the games I'm playing. On top of that, there just aren't any games I want to do members-only style playing. Seriously, like, what, Halo? It was good for a couple of months, and now it's completely stagnant, and I really don't feel like going back to it at this point. King of Fighters died within 6 days. You know? So that's what I mean, like, there's just not a lot going on in the realm of multiplayer games. Many years ago, in the fall, there'd be 10 games, seriously, 10 fucking games that all had great multiplayer components. You'd have, like, a Call of Duty / Battlefield or both. Then you'd have, like, Assassin's Creed. Then you'd have, like, a driving game. Then you'd have a fighting game. Then you'd have a hybrid shooter game. And you'd have, like, such a variety of games that you could play multiplayer that I would do entire year-end multiplayer events with my viewers that would last a week or more. Today, the multiplayer component is shit. It's like, unless you're playing these co-op games, co-op, you know, sort of battle royale like Apex Legends, or a co-op looter shooter like Destiny, like, what is there for multiplayer? The multiplayer has completely changed over the last decade, and so that's really not a viable reward either. It's just not. We've talked about this a lot over the last few months. There doesn't seem to be anything I can do to improve stuff for members. Here's what would probably get people to become members. If you become a member and you can use the emotes of that member on someone else's stream, you'd probably want to become a member, just like over on Twitch, right? What if you became a member and you had special privileges unlocked, right? Your name looks a little different depending on how long you become a member, like a highlight or something, or maybe you get access to exclusive emotes or things like that. You know what I mean? Like, give some kind of a concrete benefit for becoming a member outside of the standard stuff. YouTube hasn't done it. They claimed they were going to do it, and they just won't. I can't make YouTube stop dragging their feet. So why am I going to harp on memberships when I can't control them? Okay? That being said, HoboX actually says the emotes on YouTube are basically unusable because they're so small anyway. That's another good point. You're absolutely right there, too. That being said, I came up with an idea. A horrible idea, but a delightful idea nonetheless. All right? So I have something in the works. I don't want to spoil it yet. But I do have something that possibly could make some people want to become members. I don't know if it would work or not, honestly. I don't know if it would work. Because I thought things like the viewer's choice coming back and everything would work, and it didn't. We got close to hitting the goal, but we still didn't. Okay? So, let me put it this way. I have an idea And I think we may implement this idea next month. It's too late this month. We're already almost halfway into March. Why start announcing new ideas and new goals and stuff now? It wouldn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? But this idea, you know, could be interesting. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I'm gonna let it stew a little more. Got a little work on my end to work on and think about, and then I'll let you know the idea. Maybe for April. Okay. All right. Nado Dur says, what if I get a new member, I'll take off my shirt and scream into the mic? Oh, there's plenty of other content creators who already do things like that. Most of them aren't on YouTube. Most of them are over on Twitch taking their clothes off. So I think I'm in the wrong spot for that. Store Brand Loyalist says, it's up to you to come up with benefits on your own based on the tier of contribution. That's why YouTube lets you write the benefits for each tier. Correct. But again, I have come up with all I can really do. It's not like I'm a different kind of content creator and I can make different kinds of content for members. I'm not. I think that is the erroneous thing about YouTube, is they're assuming that everyone who makes content on the website is someone who can do exclusive on-demand content for certain levels of a membership or something, which is false. I'm not someone who even makes offline videos outside of the Daily Wrap. Everything I do is on a live stream. I don't even have editing software. You know what I'm saying? YouTube does these weird things where they just make incorrect assumptions that everyone who uses their site is the same kind of person. They've done this over the years. Well, everyone who uses YouTube basically is trying to make their own television channel, and so that's why we use all these metrics of performance based on a television channel. Ladies and gentlemen, no one who makes content for YouTube is trying to pretend like they're an actual television channel. I couldn't tell you one single fucking person or business on YouTube that wants to pretend like they're a real TV channel, but YouTube has been using metrics like this for over a decade because they're stupid. They're too smart for their own good. They go to college, they're Ivy League schools, oh, I know all this shit about shit, and then they come to YouTube and they run it one way that literally is not in line with the people who use the site for a living. And then they make these weird changes and judgments off of it that makes no sense. Oh, you should make the tiers. I should make the tiers. Okay? Well, I'm already streaming 6 days a week full time. I'm already putting out the content people want me to do. What additional content exactly should I be putting out for the tiers? How about you do some effort, because I give you free content to make ad revenue on every day, and you add some features to the site that people would want, since memberships is your deal, not mine. I don't run memberships. You do. It's your business. So you add attractive things to being a member, not me. That would make more sense. But no, they put all the pressure on the content creator as if I'm supposed to be some fucking genius that's going to come up with things that aren't going to already tear into my existing time in business. It's ludicrous. It is. It should be they actually put some effort in for the money that they make on ad revenue, but they don't. That is correct. When YouTube is designing things for the site, they should be designing things that help the people who make the content for the site, not things that help the business behind the site, and then every person who makes content for the site has to shuffle to adjust to what they just pushed out because no one knew about it and it makes no sense. But that's exactly how it works. Here's a new feature. What does this have to do with what I do? Nothing, but figure out a way to implement it. That's what Shorts is. Not one person on YouTube was ready or cared about Shorts. Now, all of a sudden, Shorts is what the focus is. Shorts will make you big money because we're pushing extra revenue and profit into Shorts, so make Shorts. So now I'm supposed to adjust my content to have Shorts just because you're fucking trying to copy TikTok? That's how YouTube operates. Am I ever going to bring back Viewer's Choice? That was the intention the last month, actually. The intention last month was we hit the members goal in Viewer's Choice returns, and people can nominate and vote on games, and one would become a full playthrough. I was fully intending that by the end of March, we were going to have a Viewer's Choice playthrough hitting my rotation, and we came up like 12 members short. I couldn't get 12 people to become a member because YouTube would not make it attractive. I don't know what else to say. When do I think I'll finish Elden Ring? June. I don't know, because I don't know how much content is actually in Elden Ring. Like, what I know right now, there's Limgrave, Liurnia, Caelid, and the Capital. That's all I know right now. I'm not aware of what else is in the game. So if there's another 2, 3, 4 areas, and each area is taking me like half a week to a week to beat, it could be months. I don't know. I don't know how much is in it, man. And I'm playing it nonstop now, too. All right, you're out of here. I'm not even going to read what that idiot said. That's hilarious. As trollish as Terry is trying to be saying this statement, he said, I thought you couldn't hit the member goal because Only Iced Coffee canceled all the stock memberships. How would I even know if that were the case, right? Maybe you're right. Maybe that is true. Maybe there's one or two people who've come in here since I've been a YouTube streamer and have done a bunch of sock memberships. But how would I possibly know that? That's even on the side of trolling, my detractors saying shit like that. There's no concrete evidence either way. It's always a speculation, a possibility that there maybe are some people, excuse me, who are, trying to support in ways like that. But how would we ever know? We would never know that. So why even waste your time on that shit? That's what always gets me about these conspiracy theories and shit. Like, people always saying silly stuff like that, and it's like, well, how would we ever know?